One of the branches of the paranormal phenomena that I like to deal with the most are those incidents that occur accidentally, that were captured by mere chance, and that clearly were not staged. However, within this category, there is a level that is even more complex and difficult to falsify. And those are the paranormal events that occur on live television. That is what you will see in this video. Paranormal recordings that, because they occurred live and direct, should have never happened. My name is Leonore Clay, and this is The Darkest Secret. Today we present 7 paranormal things captured on live television. Number 7. We start with an extremely curious video, composed of 2 independent clips, but both paranormal manifestations occur in videos that have nothing to do with the paranormal. First, we will see a video that has to do with a political network, and then another that has to do with an entertainment show. What you're about to see in both happens without anyone other than the viewers realizing it. The first video was sent by Johnny Hidrobo. In his email, he tells me that while watching a Peruvian program called JB's WhatsApp, he noticed something subtle but terrifying. And in the scene, the panelists are shown doing a sketch when suddenly and without warning, one of the glass cups resting on the table moves on its own. If you're like me, you might think it was an unevenness that caused the glass to move. Watch the video again in slow motion, and you'll realize that the table is completely stable. There is no wire, no interaction or reason why this happened. The program has nothing to do with the paranormal and has enough ratings for it to invent things like that. What are the possibilities? Something very similar occurs in an interview given by the Mexican candidate for presidency, Andrés López Obrador. A purely political situation sent to my email by Elias, who tells me that this is not a show, nor a sketch. It is a formal topic. However, that is not an impediment for paranormal things to happen. When applying lighting effects, we can easily see that there are no cables or forces that have moved it naturally. Without a doubt, 2 mysteries that will take time to solve. Number 6. Position number 6 is left for an odd video. More than odd. Spectacular. It came to us from Rodrigo Muñoz. In the video, you can see a meeting that Putin had with Nicolás Maduro, where they talked about how Russia supplied the best weapon technology to Venezuela. Look at the context. These are not panelists, and this is not a television show. It's the news that includes a serious topic. There's no place for the paranormal here. However, something happens that will surely leave you questioning. Pay attention to this part of the chimney. What is that? It seems to be some kind of tentacle that glides from the inside, or like a giant worm. Does that make sense? Could it be that we are getting confused and it's really just dust? I doubt it. It can be seen very clearly. The curious thing is that these types of places are exhaustively inspected due to the presence of these authorities. Nothing here happens randomly, unless it was something that was impossible to prevent. What do you say? Is this something paranormal? Number 5. One of the most shocking videos that I have had to deal with in this series is the video of the journalist whose neck is deformed. Do you remember that one? However, after uploading it and reading your comments, I was able to realize that it was really about the perspective in which the video was taken. This makes slight movements look magnified in the shot. However, a few days ago a video arrived in my email where this situation seems to repeat itself. The difference is that now it is not about the camera's perspective. This time, the situation is real. The video was taken directly from a cell phone that was pointed at the television. It happened live, meaning any type of manipulation is completely ruled out. The man who filmed it was watching the news when he suddenly noticed this strange anomaly on the journalist's neck, an anomaly that would leave him completely shocked. What did we just see? I repeat, it is not an effect. It seems that the arteries in his neck swelled in an abnormal way. Maybe we are being ignorant and it is some kind of disease. If you know what it is about, leave your opinion in the comments. Number 4. The following is a strange event that occurred in one of the episodes of the program Intensos, where both panelists spoke about religious sects worldwide, and especially one that was recently dismantled. Once again, in Chile. The video on its own is not very scary, but for it to happen just at the moment when they were talking about a case that shook an entire country, that's where its paranormal level changes.
No era el Frente Patriota. Era un grupo religioso. Era... Mira, no voy a dar mucho... Villa Baviera. No voy a dar muchos nombres, ¿ya? Porque siguen existiendo con otros nombres y hay gente de mucho poder. Mira, ¿viste? ¿Cachaste? ¿Cachaste el relámpago? ¿Cachaste la luz? Oye, mira, video. Bueno, se fue a la faila. Bueno, huevo. Bueno, es broma. Por mis hijos. Cortó. Por mis hijos. Cortó. No es broma. Se pegó el cuetazo, maestro. Oye, pero por mis hijos.
Oye, weón, ya, pero este es un tema súper complicado.
Sí, porque es religioso que tiene que ver con la Virgen.
Ya, ¿y cómo llegaste?
No.
Permiso,
No,
señor director.
No, pero se metieron todas las cajas.
No. ¿Está todo conectado?
To give you an idea, this case shook a whole country because the person you now see on the screen, leader of a deranged sect, took the life of a newborn baby by ruthlessly throwing him into a fire. The man claimed to be the reincarnation of God and all women who belonged to his sect and who became pregnant had to prevent their baby from living because it was the Antichrist who would bring the end of the world. Fulfilling this crazy belief, what caused him to be searched for in 3 Latin American countries. The panelists were talking about this case when, to their surprise, for no apparent reason, one of the lamps began to flicker while the screen of that television went black. For some, this is just a coincidence, but there were many who suggested that perhaps this was caused by the victims of this dark, sectarian group. Perhaps the eternal pain of the victims had somehow managed to manifest itself, causing that strange event. Do you think this is an explanation for the unusual moment? Tell me what you believe. Number 3. What you're about to see is completely creepy. Unless everything has been staged by the television channel, it is one of the best proofs of the paranormal. It appeared on the program this morning after they invited a family who claimed to experience paranormal incidents with a doll. According to its owner, Debbie Morick, the doll was purchased on eBay, and after a few weeks, the first problems began to appear. When the husband woke up, he began to notice small scratches on his arms and legs, and the wife began to lose her jewelry. As the couple told us, the reporters responded skeptically. That is something expected of professional journalists. However, what was about to happen would make the entire panel's blood run cold.
We'll buy them because they look like they're worth more than £5 each. You know, hands up, I bought them to
Look,
resell.
that chair's beginning
Chair's
to rock.
rocking.
Look at that.
Who's doing that? Stop it. Who's doing that?
Could a program put its prestige at risk by creating a situation like this? The journalist seemed completely skeptical. Many thanks to Andy Antonio for sending me this video. Number 2. Edward Kings is the subscriber who recently claims to have discovered in an old program the manifestation of what he describes as a paranormal anomaly. It was on a television program called Calle Siete, a Chilean program in which live and direct, and apparently without anyone noticing, the camera records, and listen closely, a pair of shoes that mysteriously seem to have come to life. Could it be true? Pay attention.
Ahí están los zapatos. Los zapatos que se mueven solos. Hijo de la verga.
It's quite strange, and the fact that no one noticed it at the time makes it even more intriguing. Notice that at one point, and I don't know if it's implied, but they even seem like they were walking. Consider that this program was for young participants. It was a fun show. There was no room for the paranormal. So how do you explain something like that? Number 1. And we end with a video that left many viewers completely shocked while sitting at home watching the local evening news. It was in this live broadcast and in front of eyes of millions that the camera captured something simply inexplicable. What is it about? See for yourself.
Con nuestra periodista Juliana Ramírez, que nos va a informar sobre la situación en las votaciones del día de hoy. Juliana, ¿cómo ve la situación del país?
Could it be some unevenness in the news anchor desk? Or any drafts that passed through the set at that time? Regarding the first, it is difficult since the montages of these studios are always carefully planned. Since they go on air every day, they usually avoid all kinds of errors or things that change the attention of what is being transmitted. Regarding the second question, they are controlled spaces in terms of taking care of any external factor. But even if that had been the case, if it had been the wind, there would have also been some movement in the anchorwoman's blouse or hair. Don't you think? Something that clearly does not occur here. Could we be in the presence of a paranormal manifestation? Tell me what you think about this and the previous recordings, since this video has already come to an end. My name is Leonore Clay, and this was The Darkest Secret.